the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
It's okay if I give him a few props right here. Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Fourth-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all four phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or two down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Browns first down.
Here's Madison running on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. But here we go on 4th down with Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground. And then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
From the contact.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
The 36-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Forced to the ground.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Field's pass complete to Austin Hooper. A gain of 16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Six yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should.
And he's into the clear, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alexander Madison, 52 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Forsett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. Again, Forsett. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The stop made.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
9-yard line.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the 50.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. On 2nd down and 4. Murray, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24, Murray. This one caught by Davis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
His kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The open man here, Renfro. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
Mayfield's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
On 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Carson Wentz with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Cybert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On first down, this is for Sam. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
35, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Murray, incomplete.
Murray's pass.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try to run with Forsyth. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Blankenship out for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Defensive quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
He will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Throwing on first down is Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Murray now. He'll find Williams on the slant.
Murray's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9. Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Medina.
Murray's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third down. Here's Forsett. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
To throw, it's Murray.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. They'll run with Madison. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
9-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
First and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A running play now for Forsett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
They'll run with Forsett. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, this is Forsett, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
At the 23-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's long. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 28-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throw left side complete. That's Medina. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd
At the 40-yard line.
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
DeAndre.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's Madison. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to run with Madison again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Isaiah Simmons.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mayfield sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And his throw is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
The drive begins with a run by Forsett. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Buying time to his left. And they're going to speed things up here.
For a Cardinals.
Forsett. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. What can Murray do now with his drive? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that will be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Forsett. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 13.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you,